Hey everyone, so we're doing part 2 of Monica. So the first one was standing out there, so hopefully that uploads okay. And so what do you want to work on? We've got some knee pain that's messing with things.
And what was the other thing? Forgiveness and stuff like
Forgiveness. Yeah. How hard is it to forgive?
It's damn hard.
Damn hard sometimes.
Because it keeps popping up. Well, whatever the problem is, it just keeps popping up.
Yeah.
Especially when you see that person again. Well, that's my problem.
No. You are not the only one. You are not the only one. So let's get into that.
Okay.
So then that does make me wonder about the knees. Let's have a look down here. So on the right, the knee is about transforming your awareness.
Oh, okay.
So learning from everything you do.
Okay.
And on the left, it's about spirituality. And it's about rigidity of thought.
Okay.
So bend. Interesting. Rigidity of thought. So if we can't forgive someone we're being rigid.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm just saying it, but
Yeah.
that's sort of interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it easy.
No.
Does not make it easy.
I'm trying though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You just don't give up. You keep trying,
Yeah.
Even if it's the same thing for a whole week, it's, you're going to get there in the end.
Yeah.
Because I do.
You do what?
I do get there if I persist.
Yeah. Oh, you can put your mind to anything. And you have, and you've done it.
I know, you've seen it, haven't you?
We've seen it. So, like, even just talking about that, just blew your base chakra.
Oh, okay.
So, base is about feeling grounded and safe and secure.
Yeah.
So then if you think about the stuff, the people we can't forgive, what they've done, do you feel grounded and secure when they do that stuff?
Not really.
Oh, do you want to do that under your knees? How's your lower back and your hips and your knees feeling?
Oh, what, the thing under?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah. Oh, that's better.
Easy.
Thank you, Tom.
So, base chakra is in. Hold. Yep. And hold. Yeah. So the combo's in third stage stress. So that's chronic fatigue of your base chakra in relation to forgiveness.
Oh, okay.
So you've got chronic fatigue of not feeling safe around people you can't forgive.
That's why I'm staying away from some of the people at the moment. I'd
'Cause it's easier.
I'd rather easier just to stay away.
But that doesn't strengthen you for next time.
Yeah.
You did, however, stand up for yourself recently.
Yeah. And I haven't regretted it.
Yeah, good.
I thought I might have, but...
Yeah, so your nervous system is so vigilant and heightened about the idea of not wanting to feel the way that you feel when you don't feel safe around someone, that it's easier just to avoid it at the moment.
That's right, yeah.
But the vigilance is still in there.
Yeah.
So you're avoiding them, the vigilance is still there.
Yeah. I'm just going to grow up.
No! It's fun to be a human. It is a bit warm, isn't it? So where are we? We're the first 2 weeks of winter.
Yes, yeah.
A couple of the girls in my kinesiology foundations class are posting pictures of, how hot it is in Canada and how hot it is in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're in summer.
But I must admit, the last couple of days have been really nice. Even the night times have been...
Oops. Excusez-moi.
Have been quite warm.
Okay, let's see whether that's shimmied anywhere. So base, adrenals, sphenoid bone. And hold.
Oh. Oh, magic.
And hold. Oh, so we've gone from third to second. So this is hyper,
okay.
but that's okay. We've moved.
Fight and flight, is it?
It's working overtime to feel safe and secure.
Okay.
So it's still hard work, it's just less hard work. And it's not exhausting in this state.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial circuit. And hold. And hold. Okay, first stage stress.
Getting there.
Right. So it's like the nervous system is exhausted at the idea of having to stand up for yourself. So for you, that's a very masculine thing to have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And your body would just rather not do it. Stay in your lane.
That's right.
Be the carer, nurturer. I'll have to have a look at your phone and make sure all your volumes are up. Do you know that you've got different volumes for different things?
No.
I've got a guy on a Zoom tomorrow who's never done a Zoom.
Oh, I've done Zooms.
He's in his 70s.
I do those happiness ones.
Nice.
It's amazing, some of those. You know, they've really brought me out a bit too. So
Where are they?
they're in the UK.
Yep.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning, whenever they are. I think I've got one. Oh, it might be Friday. They just have different guest speakers and yeah, I quite like it.
Nice. Well, you're often up at 4 for a walk, aren't you?
Yeah. She didn't get a walk this morning.
Yeah,
I
right.
went to Aqua first, and then she's ready for me. And I said, yeah, okay.
Oh, look at your chakras. So on the right is before the balance.
Oh yeah.
So every second one. So
Wow.
crown, throat, solar plexus, base.
So now they're all green.
Yeah, they're all in balance
they're all
now.
in balance. Okay.
Just want to check inflammation. I'm just checking in relation to the
Yeah.
back of your knee. Yeah, so your cartilage, so that's collagen again, which you're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all not looking too bad. Okay, so I'll go into the other one. We'll just say, what's that? Oh no, that's your right shoulder. There's a little ligament in there that's a bit stressed, and there's also an area in your, which knee is it?
Right.
Right, okay. There's an area up through here that isn't happy.
Okay.
Your left pectineus, your right abductor hallucis, and some left lymph vessels. Okay. Let's run the next one.
Thank you.
So not too bad, but a little bit, you know, going on
Yeah.
with nerves and lymph and stuff around the place.
Okay.
So these are the little neurolymphatic points that indicate that when you are in escape, submission, freeze, so wanting to run away rather than. So what's the main? Yeah, what's the main? If you were to think of a theme of people you can't forgive, what's the theme? Are they aggressive people? Are they angry people? Are they
Just
bosses?
putting me down. That is the
Right.
main thing.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your perception of being put down.
Like, A lot of it's over HCG.
Yeah.
So I just don't say anything anymore. Like if I end up going out with them, I just have salad.
Yes.
So I don't have to tell them I'm HCG, so I don't tell anybody anymore. I just do it.
When people do stuff that is pro-health, it often aggravates people who don't do stuff that's pro-health.
Mm.
You know, it's like an irritant to them.
The one that really goes on about it, she's a 10, 8'10", you know. Well, and then she tries to tell me she's fat.
Yeah. Uh-huh. As human beings, in the last 30 years, we're about 30% larger on average
I believe that.
than we were,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
So we've all just slowly watched things happen so that we just think it's normal now.
Yeah.
And yes, I feel fat at the moment. I'm, within 2 kilos of the heaviest I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
So I don't like it, and I can't fit into 95% of my clothes. So I keep buying new clothes.
No, I refuse to now because that's what Magda said. She said, I'm not buying any new clothes because look at you. You've bought new clothes and look at you just get bigger. So I don't buy them now.
Yeah. So back to the base chakra. So, right, so being put down. So how old do you feel like? If you think about how that makes you feel, do you feel like an adult or do you feel a certain age when you're feeling put down?
I feel like a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
why tell me what to do? I am an adult.
You're a grown-ass woman.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
So who would have been the main people putting you down as a kid?
Mum and Dad.
Okay. So family members more than anyone else?
Well, we didn't associate with too many other people except for
Okay.
school. And
Yeah.
then school I didn't fit in anyway, so.
Okay, so when you got put down in your own house, how did it make you feel?
Scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, no wonder you go into escape mode. No wonder you want to hide away rather than facing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need a tuning fork balance to calm this down at the moment. It's saying there's no survival stuff at the moment, but I'm not believing that. I'm not buying it. So it's liver, that's an internalized anger. So did you ever feel angry when you were put down as a kid? Do you feel angry now as an adult?
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Anger's more useful than depression.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really depressed. Like, if you think of depression as you're going into yourself, well, yes, maybe, but I'm just more frustrated than that, and I just stay away from people. I've got my dog.
Exactly. And she's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. She don't argue with me either. Except are we going for a walk?
Yeah, right. So the combination has shown up with liver and kidney. Liver is internalized rage, anger, frustration. Kidney is about fear and anxiety.
Okay.
Fear and anxiety feeds anger because eventually we get over the fear and then we're angry that we didn't have the survival stuff to deal with it. And we internalize it as depression or it comes out as being frustrated. So, but the combination of them in the flower essence world, when you're a kid and you've got that home base where you're not feeling safe and secure, it messes with your genes. We've chatted about the ACEs study before.
Yes.
Yeah. So don't forget that not feeling safe to go home, that's one of the biggest ACEs criteria for that changing your genes as a little child so that you run on survival, so that you run on inflammation. You're more likely for everything. So you're actually doing incredibly well, given all of that. So all of the layers that you've taken off, but because it's higher risk of all-cause mortality. living in a household with that sort of stress and pressure.
Yeah.
So basically, you were an incomplete little kid. You didn't get to be that happy-go-lucky, fun-loving,
That's right.
adorable little sweetie pie that every child deserves to be. You didn't get that. So you were incomplete as a little kid.
I must admit, when I'm put down, I do get scared.
Yeah, right.
I get that scared sort of feeling rather than, oh, well, too bad. I don't, yeah. I would say more scared.
Yeah.
Maybe it's coming back from childhood too,
So, let's go have a look and see. Oh, what was it? So it's elm. Oh, right, elm tree. So the elm tree is sort of like a, you can imagine it, it's a huge tree, but it's actually got quite a shallow trunk.
Oh, yeah.
So it's sort of like we look big and strong, and we come out there to the world that no one can touch us, we're all good, but it doesn't take too much, and we topple over. Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Because I put on the strong face out.
Yeah. And you're always the first with a smile and, Okay, so what this is saying is that there's part of you that has never felt enough in society, that has never felt enough in a group.
Yes.
That has never felt enough.
That's why I say sometimes I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel.
Mm. So we need to transcend and dissolve that sense of insufficiency. And what that ends up being, that because you don't feel enough, part of your unconscious, and I'm not sure what this is because this is up to your brain, there's something that you wish you were that you're not, or something that you wish you were that you're still aspiring to that you haven't got to yet. Do you know what that is?
No.
Like, is it some level of confidence or...
Oh, I'd love to be confident. Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
I'd love to be confident. I am confident.
Ah, very good, very good. I am. I choose to be confident. I am becoming more confident each and every day. Let's see if the brain believed any of that. No. Okay, in relation to that, before we do the tuning forks, is there a psychological reversal in relation to being more confident? Yes, there is. Want, need, think, safe, believe, deserve. You are regularly a deserve girl with these psychological reversals. So whatever happened as a kid made you feel so ashamed or felt like you were the cause of stuff that it has suppressed your little nervous system.
But a lot of times I think I don't deserve stuff.
Yeah.
So...
And I know you've come out, once again, you've come ahead in leaps and bounds with that. You give to yourself. You're really good to yourself these days. But yes, it doesn't take much, does it?
Yeah, that's right.
I deserve to let go of this problem. And hold. I deserve to keep this problem. And hold. Layers upon layers. You don't want to have to come back and do this one again.
No.
Still have to transcend and dissolve. The first two. Okay. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transcend my sense of insufficiency and my fatigue from attempting to live up to an ideal image of myself into all-encompassing love. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively dissolve my sense of insufficiency and my fatigue from attempting to live up to an ideal image of myself into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively accept myself as I am and incorporate my idealism in a realistic way. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively accept myself as I am and incorporate my idealism in a realistic way.
My affirmation should be, I deserve to be confident.
I
now.
deserve to be
Yeah.
confident now.
Yeah.
I deserve to be confident now. I deserve to be confident now.
Wow. And the head came up with that, so.
Well done. I deserve to let go of this problem. And hold. I deserve to keep this problem. And hold. Yeah.
No.
No, that was right. That was what it was supposed to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's go have a squeeze. Actually, there are some emotions in the second scanner thing that we can whack in there. So let's just see what emotions are showing up highest on your frequency check at the moment. That would be good for the balance. Shyness. Yeah, right. Spiritual balance. I'm just asking which ones need to be popped in there.
Yeah.
Self-destruction. Traumas from the past. They're actually acute at the moment. Traumas from the past. So something's going on in your mind. Yeah, fear. Chronic fear. Chronic emotional tension. Communication conflict. In your musculoskeletal tract. Communication. So you can imagine once again, if you've been in, energetically in flight, that's in your muscles, that's in the nervous system, that's in your fascia. And in your nervous system, shame. Self-esteem conflict. Okay. I think the body's got enough, nothing else is showing up. Okay. It's enough new little things to whack in there. So scale of 1 to 10, on a good day, how confident do you feel?
Oh, sometimes I would say I was a 7 or an 8.
Yep. Yep.
That's when I tend to be, I sort of muck around and I'm happy and I'll joke with people.
Mm-hmm.
And then other days I can be, a 3 or a 4 and, I'm just going along with the flow.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the people that you're with too.
Yeah. Now, what was your affirmation?
I deserve to be confident now and always.
I deserve to be confident now and always.
I'll just add a bit more to that.
Beautiful. And hold. Hold. Because obviously what we're after is a shift of that fear. The fear being the childhood thing.
Yeah.
So, because people are going to be turds.
Yeah.
So we're not going to stop humans being turds. Right. It's more about how you feel in your adult skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How I react to it.
Yeah. But one of my gentlemen this week, he's an older guy who had lots of trauma as a kid, and he's had chronic fatigue most of his life. And the trauma was pretty horrific. And as we've sort of talked about it over the months, he sort of is starting to get, well, why would I have good energy going out there into the world? If I was traumatized so badly and the people who loved me did not protect me, then why would my cellular energy say, yeah, let's give you plenty of energy to go out there into the world?
That's right.
So there's some survival patterns. Let's go sort those little guys out in relation to this. So the first thing showing up is the fastigial nucleus. That's part of the cerebellum, and it's to do with balance. but it's body balance, emotional balance, spiritual balance. So for a start, I'm just going to irritate your nervous system. You know, so what happens when your world gets rocked? When energetically you're thrown off course. You're not feeling grounded on the planet. Yeah, she runs away. Actually, let's have a look at your gate. Yeah, so it is. So you've got a right-sided gate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Fingers outstretched. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's a good 2 inches difference.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So that's tight here, that's the run.
Okay.
So yes, definitely in flight. That's a good gate, you know,
Yeah.
it's well and solid in there. Okay, what's your amygdala saying? Yeah, it's funny. The physicality of it. And then that's the knee playing up the same side that's really tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So we might stack that energy because this is the leg that's halfway out the door.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it wants to be out. Yeah, but this guy, he lives a really simple life. He's created a world where he's fairly safe from humans. He had someone recently abuse him. The guy was drunk, said all sorts of stuff. They're normally good mates. But he felt so bad for like 24 hours that he wasn't able to do the normal things that he did to look after his health, because he knows he's better when he does his breathing exercises and eats his vegetables.
That's right.
And, you know,
yes.
so he felt so bad and ashamed at what this guy had said to him. He felt guilty and awful because that's what he was taught as a kid. He was taught from when he was itsy bitsy teeny weeny that you don't deserve to be here on the planet. You don't deserve to have a fun life. Like, why don't you deserve the best? Why don't you deserve the best?
I'd just probably say I don't know. But I am a human being.
You are.
I deserve as much as good
Absolutely. As anyone else
as the
does.
person next door to me.
Exactly. Yeah, so the vestigial nucleus. Right, so then the next thing showing up is the cerebellum vermis. So once again, the cerebellum, this one is trying to match up with what's going on in your life compared to how your emotions are, but there's a mismatch. So it's like 90% of the time, life's pretty good. Then something throws you a curveball and all of a sudden you're back
That's
down to
it.
square one
Yes,
again. Yeah.
And it takes me so long to pick myself back up
Yeah.
again. That's where I get so cranky and frustrated with myself for doing it.
Yeah.
You know, why can't I just not listen to them?
Yeah. Well, no, they've said the words, so, you know, that's out there then. It's more about you having to protect little Monica. So because you're basically an adult, but you're feeling like little Monica, it's up to you to protect her. So the more, even if you just do it in your own mind, say absent yourself and go to the bathroom or something like that, and then visualize little Monica, give her a hug, tell her it's going to be okay, and say, look, honey, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. I'm doing it today, but at some stage you're going to have to look after yourself. If you start visualizing that sort of thing, bit by bit, you're healing little Monica who's been damaged because you're the one going in to protect her.
Okay.
Or you can bring in your mum, or you can bring in your angels, or you can bring in God and Jesus, whatever you want to bring in.
Yeah.
You can bring in anyone who's going to protect little Monica, so in that moment Monica wasn't hurt.
Okay. Yep.
And because you, as the physical being in the adult, has done that, she'll start to trust you and bit by bit start to get stronger.
Okay.
And I know you're good at visualizing.
Yeah, I was doing that one with Louise Hay, where she takes you down steps and into rooms, and then you take little Monica home.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That's all visualization.
Yeah. Actually, I might actually stop, and we might start with a little visualization with little Monica.
Okay.
Okay, so back for part 3.